very pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Auto Review. I'm Ron De Los Reyes. Today, we're coming to you from the town of Bamban in Tarlac. This is about 95 to 100 kilometers north of Manila. And we're here atop the Sacobia Bridge. This is a long bridge, about 500 meters long. And this was built in the 90s. And we've been to this area quite a few times in the past, especially when we do off-roading over here at the Sacobia River. But now we're just going around and testing the performance of the Carens. This is the third generation Carens. The first one was introduced in 1999, and this edition was introduced in the Philippines in May 2013. We'll tell you more about the Kia Carens later on in our test drive portion. In the meantime, let's take a look at the latest in motoring on our Auto News Update.
Something new from Suzuki Philippines, the Suzuki Ertiga, which is dubbed as a Light Utility Vehicle or LUV, has hit Philippine roads with the launch at the Bellevue Hotel in Muntinlupa City. A fuel-efficient, spacious, and feature-rich LUV, the Ertiga expands Suzuki's affordable car lineup. This is what Suzuki, a leader in compact cars, is offering for Filipino families with the 7-seater compact multi-purpose Ertiga. The all-new Ertiga combines the maneuverability and agility of a compact car with the spacious interiors of an MPV. The car sports a 1.4-liter gasoline engine that produces a maximum of 95 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, a maximum torque of 130 Newton-meters at 4,000 RPM, and an average fuel efficiency of 16 kilometers per liter. According to Suzuki Philippines General Manager Shuzo Hoshikura, the Ertiga ensures smooth and comfortable ride every time.
Third row may be utilized for emergency purpose, but even third row, our Ertiga has a much space for the two adults, based on our compact intelligent design concept. All of the Filipino is family-oriented. So therefore, when development of Ertiga was decided, we also, Suzuki Philippines, also decided to bring this vehicle in the Philippine market.
The Suzuki Ertiga comes in 4 variants. The Ertiga GA manual transmission for 619,000 pesos, the GL manual for 712,000, the GL automatic at 752,000 pesos, and the top-of-the-line GLX automatic for 812,000 pesos. The Ertiga is available in serene blue, fire brick red, granite gray, silky silver, superior white, and dusky brown colors.
We would like to invite all of our customers in the Philippines to come to our all nationwide dealership to have a test drive. So we have a very much confidence. All of our customers having a test drive of Ertiga will satisfied with all performances of Ertiga. Thank you so much, and marami salamat.
Meantime, after being appointed as the head coach of Kia Motors' PBA team last June, boxing champ Manny Pacquiao has another surprise to all basketball enthusiasts in the country. He made an announcement of entering the draft and hoping to represent Kia Motors as a playing coach in the country's premier professional basketball league, the PBA. Pacquiao made the declaration during the opening of the PLDT ABAP National Open Championship in Digo City, wherein the fighting congressman was the keynote speaker and guest of honor. The 35-year-old 8th Division champ remains confident and undeterred by criticisms, just like during his Kia press con, as he insisted that he can deliver and manage boxing and basketball. Kia is set to be one of the 3 new teams entering the PBA in its 40th season, which begins October 19.
In motoring news abroad, Toyota Motor Corporation has revealed the exterior design and Japan pricing of its hydrogen fuel cell sedan, first unveiled as a concept at the Tokyo Motor Show in 2013. The fuel cell sedan will go on sale at Toyota and Toyopet dealerships, priced at approximately 7 million yen or 3 million pesos. Toyota has been developing fuel cell vehicles for more than 20 years. Toyota's fuel cell system includes a proprietary FC stack, which generates electricity from the chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, and high-pressure hydrogen tanks. In 2002, Toyota began leasing the Toyota FCHV, a fuel cell SUV, on a limited basis in Japan and the United States. The fuel cell sedan Toyota revealed features performance similar to a gasoline engine vehicle with a cruising range of approximately 700 kilometers and a refueling time of roughly 3 minutes. When driven, it emits only the water vapor produced by the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. Continental Philippines made a big celebration of their 40th year anniversary at the Dusit Thani Hotel in Makati City. The event was led by Bernhard Klon, Continental Executive Vice President for Passive Safety and Sensorics Business Unit, and other Continental executives. Although primarily known as a tire brand, the company is actually celebrating their 40th year, not in selling tires but as a manufacturer of electronic vehicle components in the country. The company first started in 1974 with its first manufacturing plant in Taguig City. In 2004, it started its second plant in Calamba, Laguna, which is celebrating its 10th year. Since then, Continental has invested in developing the labor force in the country by partnering with universities and providing apprenticeship and an educational university program.
40 years ago, 74, it was a different time, and we started by producing radio components for radios. But there was a change more and more into automotive products. The occupants in the car are protected by our systems. So we are producing such systems, and we are producing components for these systems, sensors for these systems in the Philippines.
We are 100% of all of our goods exporting from the country. We don't have any local market here in the Philippines, and Filipinos can more or less use our product in the cars they are going to buy here locally in the Philippines from the OEMs they are selling their product here.
Continental continues to produce components and systems used in modern vehicle safety and comfort features such as ABS or anti-lock brake system, electronic stability control or ESP, traction control or TCS, as well as keyless entry and exit and electronic seat adjustment. The products are exported to Europe, Japan, South Korea, China, and the United States.
Motor Review will be back with more. Stay with us.
The all-new Isuzu D-Max.
We now take the Kia Carens for a spin around Clark in Pampanga. Multi-purpose vehicles, or MPVs, are also called practical cars, which are purchased because of necessity rather than desire. Most MPVs sacrifice aesthetics and elegance, since they are the modern equivalent of beasts of burden in carrying numerous passengers and large cargo. The third-generation Kia Carens doesn't sacrifice exterior styling, as seen in its sleek design. The exterior is downright sporty with its cab-forward design, short overhangs, LED park lamps, and standard 205/55 R16 tires. The top-of-the-line EX gets 225/45 R17s. It also features the Tiger Nose front grille, originated by design director and now Kia Motors CEO Peter Scherer, who recently won the Eyes on Lifetime Design Achievement Award. We also got a first-hand feel of the MPV's interior.
What I like about this vehicle is that even the instrument panel is very easy to operate, and it is within the reach of the driver like myself. If you want to listen to the radio or play your DVD or MP3, then it's all within your reach over here. Now, the audio entertainment system, you can also control the volume on the left side of the steering wheel. By the way, this is a very stylish steering wheel and very nice to hold. And over here is the control for the fuel consumption meter, the trip meter, and even the temperature. Now, you'll fall in love with this car even more when you're on the highway, because just like earlier on our way to Clark, along NLEX, we were averaging 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers. That means we're close to about 20 kilometers per liter. If you have about 10 liters of diesel fuel, then you can go as far as 200 kilometers.
Aside from the driver's good ergonomics behind the steering wheel, this 7-seater also has a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat, dual-zone automatic climate control, and an integrated audio system. Although the third-generation Carens is shorter, narrower, and lower than before, yet it has an increased wheelbase with an improved interior that enlarges the passenger room and cabin space. Under the hood, the car has a 1.7-liter CRDI engine with 136 horsepower and 330 Newton-meters of torque for the manual transmission, and 319 Newton-meters for the automatic transmission. Also, in order to give the Carens a new feeling of sportiness, it comes standard with a flex steer system as standard. The system offers 3 different steering weights to match customer preference: normal, sport, and comfort. All in all, the Kia Carens is strong enough to haul a full load of passengers and cargo, and quick enough to scoot around town. Engineered for the modern family, the Kia Carens is sure to offer a unique combination of style, function, comfort, and refinement, changing the usually bland image of the MPVs in the country. Ford Philippines left participants puzzled and hungry for answers as the Ford Ecosport mystery case kicked off from Ford Global City in Taguig. Here it was a great chance to test the American car maker's mini SUV's versatility and capability while exploring the streets of Metro Manila.
We invited about 12 members of the auto media, broken into pairs, so there were about 6 teams, and they were all saying good things about the Ecosport. They were talking about the features of the drive. It had good handling on the road. It was able to go through the narrow street, which is actually a basic feature of the Ecosport. Of course, the storage space was another challenge that you discovered, and of course, sync feature that comes with a lot of Ford vehicles. The objective really of today's activity was to make sure that the media have a good experience with the vehicle. We wanted the media to actually experience the driving capacity of the vehicle, the features of Sync, the technology, the smart pillar of Ford, as well as storage handling, the ground clearance, your Sync features as well. We have a lot of interesting features within the cabin, within the interior of the vehicle, that we actually wanted members of the media not just write about it, but really talk about it from a personal experience.
Urban challenges were all laid out in various parts of the metro to try the wits, mental toughness, directional skills, and driving smarts of the participants. In the end, solving the mystery case first was the team of Coche.com's Jeric D and Power Wheels magazine's Gilbert Chow.
Lahat kami talagang tahimik na lang pero sobrang exciting.
Pays to have a young partner kasi he thinks out of the box and mas energetic.
For me, I really experienced and maximized the capability of the Ecosport. Firstly, I drove it into different ramps and used the sport mode.
145 kph.
We did driving. A little over 45 kilometers. We did a little over 45 kilometers in the highway. So it was really nice. The handling, everything. The steering is really light and it's comfortable in the rough roads. So it's really good around the city for a small car like this one.
Light and nimble and stable at high speed. So, and we got decent mileage then.
Yeah, we got 7.6 kilometers to a liter. Considering our driving, we have floored it how many times?
Meantime, the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, or CAMPI, continues to gear up for the 5th edition of the Philippine International Motor Show. The event will feature the largest convention of automotive manufacturers and distributors. JP Orbeta, president of Central Automobile Philippines, distributors of Volkswagen in the country, tells us more about the brand's approach in the 5th themes, considering that Volkswagen is still a newcomer in the country.
We've been here less than a year. So we're looking at the International Motor Show to still showcase the cars that we've brought in since the beginning. We've had a number of new ones that have just come in. So we're still going to highlight those. But at the same time, we're also going to use the motor show as a sort of like a clinic. No? We're going to have a couple of models that we're planning to bring in so that we can gauge the market interest, and it will help us better in terms of product planning and volume planning. So we're also using the motor show as our research opportunity.
The 5th edition of the Philippine International Motor Show will be held on September 18 to 21 at the World Trade Center in Pasay City.
Porsche Philippines has launched their latest offering in July, the Porsche Macan. The Porsche Macan, derived from the Indonesian word for tiger, is a new class of vehicle for the brand, as it is the first compact SUV in Porsche's lineup. A lot of design elements have been taken and enhanced from Porsche sports cars for the new Macan, making it clear from the very first glance that the new Macan is much like a sports car in the compact SUV segment. It is also equipped with the latest evolution of all-wheel drive Porsche Traction Management, or PTM, that has produced one of the world's most powerful drive systems. The car is available in two variants. The Macan S equipped with a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, and the top-of-the-line Macan Turbo with a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6. Porsche Philippine Sales Manager Enrique Harlego II tells us more about Macan.
Is the fifth line of the Porsche family. It offers and maintains the principle of Porsche. The design is still the DNA, consists of the DNA of a true Porsche with sports, dynamism, and build quality, and yet suitable for daily usage.
With its overall impression of sporty elegance and powerful dynamics, the Porsche Macan is poised to set new standards in the field of driving dynamics and enjoyment.
Let's take a look at the Auto Review lifestyle. Berjaya Hotel Makati of the Malaysian business group Berjaya gave its clients and the media a food teaser of authentic Malaysian cuisine as they launched their Malaysian Food Festival. Guests feasted on a wide array of Malaysian culinary dishes. The choices proved that Malaysian cuisine is more than the typical spicy food as perceived by many.
Basically, is promoting Malaysian food together with Malaysian tourism. You see, Tourism Malaysia, in conjunction of the visit year 2014. So basically, we have 5 set of menu, different day, different menu for 5 days. Malaysian foods, basically, most of the people think that Malaysian food is spicy, but it's not necessary. Malaysian food also, a lot of food is very sweet based. You see, and especially our hotel we created a lot of food with a sweet base.
Berjaya's Malaysian Food Festival officially started last July 14 and will run until the first week of August. Berjaya Hotel Makati is located at 7835 Makati Avenue, corner Eduque Street in Makati City. For reservations, call 750-7500 or visit www.berjayahotel.com.
And that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. We would like to thank Colombian Autocar Corporation for providing us our test vehicle this week, the Kia Carens. Very comfortable, spacious, sporty, stylish, and fun to drive. Until next week at the same time here on Auto Review. This is Ron De Los Reyes saying thank you for joining us. Drive safely all the time. We'll see you next week.